You don't have to follow the automotive industry very closely to know that Chrysler is in trouble. With the Chrysler 300 being officially dead, the entire Chrysler brand rests on just one model, the Pacifica. Everyone is pondering the future of this once great American marquee and whether or not it even has one. For the majority of the 21st century, the 300 was the face and flagship of the brand. So one option Stellantis has for reviving Chrysler is to introduce a new generation of the 300 with an electric powertrain, an idea that has reportedly been proposed by Stellantis to Chrysler dealers. In this video, I'll take a look at what an all-new electric generation of the Chrysler 300 could be like. Let's start with the exterior design. Here, the 300 is obviously the sister car to the new Charger, as it has been throughout this modern era. This can be seen from the side profile that is nearly identical to the 8th generation Charger. The black and gold wheels are a nice luxury touch, but I also think removing the R-wing and front splitter could help class things up a bit and separate the 300 from the Charger. The redesigned rear end now features a light bar. While I don't hate light bars, they are becoming almost too commonplace now across the auto industry. However, I think this application works well, and it makes the 300 look more like an elegant luxury car than the outgoing model. Overall, this is a pretty clean and sleek design, but I think if Chrysler does actually produce something like this, there's a lot more that could be done to separate it from the Charger. Here's a look inside the 300 EV, and you can tell it's based on that new Charger interior, as you would expect, but I think it looks much more luxurious and unique as compared to the exterior design. It's not super minimalistic in here, as there's some nice lighting that sort of trims the door panel, and I really like the steering wheel design in here, although I'm not sure why the artist decided to go with the old Chrysler Star logo. There is plenty of screen area with a fully digital gauge cluster, large center infotainment screen with a little climate control center below it, and there's even space for what could be a passenger side screen, as that's becoming sort of a must-have for new luxury cars. Unlike that horrible interior from the Halcyon concept, this one looks welcoming, comforting, and relaxing, which is exactly what a true luxury car should offer. While the 300 has always offered a decent amount of space as a larger car, the electric powertrain does allow for the interior dimensions to be stretched some more, so there should be plenty of head and leg room. If Chrysler does end up bringing this new 300 to market, it would have essentially the same powertrain options as the new electric Charger. This means a 400 volt platform with a 94 kilowatt hour battery pack at around 250 to 300 miles of range, depending on how much power you get. For the Charger, there are the RT and Scat Pack trims, which are available first. Both of these offer a 2-motor all-wheel drive setup, with the RT producing about 500 horsepower, while the Scat Pack bumps that up to about 670, with the SRT Banshee arriving later on. I think a new 300 would come standard with all-wheel drive and maybe around 400 horsepower, while a 300C could get an additional 100 to 150 horsepower. I wouldn't expect an SRT version of the 300, as Chrysler seems to have already determined some time ago that there just isn't enough demand for that model. Speaking of demand, is there enough of it for Chrysler to actually bring the 300 back for another generation? Well, as you're probably aware, Chrysler's on shaky ground right now, and no one can say for certain that the brand itself will survive into this new era for Stellantis. Given that it does, it seems that the first model to come to market will be an electric crossover similar to the Airflow concept. But with many automakers hitting the brakes on full EV transitions, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could see a new Chrysler model with a gas or hybrid powertrain centered around that new Hurricane Straight 6. It would definitely please fans of the 300 to see the model continued with an internal combustion engine, even if it's not a V8. But there is one more problem, and that is that demand for new coupes and sedans is steadily falling. This is why Dodge decided to combine the Challenger and Charger into essentially one model with two configurations. There simply isn't going to be enough demand in the near future to produce two separate models for those segments, as it's simply too inefficient. I do want to make one last comment or prediction on this topic, and it might make some people upset, but think if Chrysler continues into the future, and if the 300 nameplate continues as well, the all-new 300 and this all-new electric crossover that is reportedly due for a reveal may just be the same car. That's right, I think Chrysler might do a Mustang Mach-E type move with the 300, but with where Stellantis is at right now, there's just no way to know for sure. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you stay up to date with Stellantis and other automotive news. I am very busy right now, but trying to get at least one video out per week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.